Do you deal with bloating, skin issues, or chronic pain? You might have food sensitivities that are causing chronic inflammation. In today's video, I am breaking down the 3 most common sensitivities to watch out for. Stay tuned to this video and the rest of this series for the foods that you should be avoiding if you want sustainable weight loss, disease prevention, symptom reversal, and abundant energy. Hey, I'm Andrea Nicholson, certified nutrition and gut health coach, helping women who struggle with chronic ailments to drop that stubborn weight and reduce or reverse their symptoms so they can live with true vibrance. The first food on the list today is dairy. So let me start off by saying not all dairy is bad, and some people respond more severely to dairy than others. Dairy, in its raw, natural form, is filled with enzymes and proteins and gut-friendly microbes that boost our health. The problem lies in the manufacturing of dairy products and the raising of the animals that produce the dairy. Factory farm dairy cows are confined in small pens, fed unnatural diets consisting of processed grains and corn instead of natural grasses, and they're often given hormones, steroids, and antibiotics. All of this changes the content of the milk produced as well. The hormones, antibiotics, and low-quality proteins, fats, and sugars are passed through the milk. The manufacturing process then pasteurizes and homogenizes the dairy products, which breaks down the enzymes, oxidizes fats, and destroys proteins, and kills off the gut-friendly microbes. Whether you are sensitive to dairy or not, it's best to aim for organic, grass-fed, and raw dairy when possible. The second category of foods we're going to discuss today is gluten. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, and has been found to be particularly harmful to the thyroid, but it can cause digestive distress in the high population of people, even if they don't have celiac disease. A protein called zonulin is produced when gluten is consumed. This protein is responsible for opening the junctions between the cells in the gut lining, which allows penetration of certain molecules through the gut lining. When too much gluten is found in the body, too much zonulin can be produced. This leads to chronically open cellular junctions. These open junctions can then allow undesirable particles, microbes, and toxins to penetrate through the gut lining rather than being excreted with waste. This is leaky gut. Leaky gut has been found to be the root cause of many diseases stemming from chronic inflammation. The third food on the list today is soy. Soy is a common ingredient found in nearly every pre-made product on the market. Milk substitutes, dressings, sauces, chocolates, body products, baked goods, snack products, and even performance supplements. Soy is also often fed to factory farmed livestock, so you may inadvertently end up consuming soy through your animal products if you're consuming conventionally raised animals. Over 90% of the soy on the market today is genetically modified. Even the remaining 10% can't be guaranteed to be GMO-free because of wind and insect spreading of seeds. Soy contains isoflavones, which mimic estrogen in the body and can lead to hormone imbalances in both men and women. Soy can also cross-react with gluten and be misinterpreted by the immune system for gluten. Soy is actually part of the legume family, and legumes are notoriously not well digested and are really high in phytic acid, a chemical released by the plant as a survival mechanism for the plant. Soy is also goitrogenic, which means it suppresses the thyroid gland by inhibiting uptake of iodine, an essential element for proper thyroid hormone function. When consuming soy, aim for organic, whole, and fermented varieties such as tempeh, miso, tofu, and edamame. Otherwise, Read labels carefully and limit your soy consumption. Dairy, gluten, and soy. 3 of the most commonly consumed foods because they hide in so many products. Yet a large portion of the population are intolerant, sensitive, or even allergic to these foods. So read labels carefully so you can identify these sneaky ingredients. Do you have food sensitivities to dairy, gluten, or soy? Or do you have other sensitivities that you've identified? Share your thoughts below. If this information was helpful, hit that like icon and subscribe to this channel so I will know to make more great content just like this. Be sure to turn on those notifications so that you will know when a new video is posted. I'd also love to know what questions you have about food sensitivities. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch the other videos in this series all about inflammatory foods, be sure to check them out. I have one more inflammatory food video coming to you next week. I'll see you then.